DRB Hicom says it is in talks with 5 car makers to sell a stake in wholly owned Proton and that it will decide on the winning suitor before mid-2017. It declined to say just how much of its equity it's willing to let go, although it says that it will continue to hold a substantial stake in the company. The conglomerate has reportedly been talking to Volkswagen, Suzuki, Renault, Peugeot and Geely in its search for a strategic partner for Proton. The national car maker, which launched its new Saga today, is hoping that a foreign partner will help shore up sales and stem its declining market share. The Saga is Proton's best-selling model, and the company is expecting to sell 5,000 units of the model each month. The budget sedan has a price tag of 36,800 ringgit upwards. The Canadian government has approved Petronas' 113 billion ringgit LNG project on British Columbia's Pacific coast. The facility will produce up to 19 million metric tons a year of LNG, which is about one LNG tanker's capacity a day. However, the project is subject to 190 conditions, including a cap on carbon gas emissions. In response to the announcement, Petronas CEO Wan Zulkifli said the company will look at the conditions and review the project. The venture has been welcomed by British Columbia's provincial government, but local indigenous groups are divided due to environmental concerns. Sapurakencana Petroleums saw its net profit rise 7.8% due to higher operating income and the absence of impairment provision for its oil and gas property. Second quarter earnings came in at 112 million ringgit, up from 104 million ringgit previously. Revenue, however, plunged by 40% to only 1.7 billion ringgit as opposed to 2.8 billion ringgit last year. No dividend was proposed. A year ago, the company registered a property impairment provision of nearly 540 million ringgit for its oil exploration and production business under its energy division. Looking ahead, Sapurakencana said it foresees a challenging backdrop as cheaper crude oil leads to low capital spending in the ONG sector. Anyhow, the company remains optimistic despite stiff competition and pressure on margins. Click Energy's liquidators will distribute some 363 million ringgit in the company's cash trust account to shareholders. The money will be paid out in 2 tranches. The first stage will involve paying 98% of the fund to entitled shareholders within 30 days of getting the sealed copy of the order, while the balance 2% will be given out within a year from the first distribution, and that the sum is after deducting direct expenses related to liquidation and obtaining tax clearance. Starting next month, Bank Negara will begin operations for its Ombudsman for Financial Services to provide fair and efficient avenue to help you resolve disputes with financial services providers. We're talking about institutions like banks, insurance companies, takaful operators, and even financial advisors. The service is free and dispute file must not exceed 250,000 ringgit. Bank Negara says the new service will serve as an independent redress mechanism with minimum formalities to resolve such disputes. However, it noted that the service is an alternative rather than a replacement for legal actions taken in the courts. The Ombudsman scheme was approved under the Financial Services Act and Islamic Financial Services Act. Structure-wise, the body will be governed by a board of directors led by retired Federal Court Judge Tan Sri James P'ng.